Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Mac. Okay, I am a YouTuber streamer. Okay, so you guys, I want to tell you a story about how I rejected a free plane ticket to the United States of America. Okay, all right. Okay, mind this. This video is not being edited or anything like that. Okay, it just goes. All right. So, yeah, so I want to tell you that. Okay, I don't know if I should say like, all right, subscribe, like, comment. I don't know, should I include that? But yeah, okay, it's crazy, bro. Like, I rejected a free plane ticket to the United States. Yo, how crazy that is, though. Yo, like, I didn't see that coming, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know. So how did this start? Okay, let me tell you. How did this start? It started me like streaming. Okay, I was streaming. Okay, yeah, that's when it happened, and I was chatting with one of the people. Okay, cause like people they just show up randomly. Like bunch of people, and then we chat, and then they just move away. This is how it goes. Some people they stay, some people they just like the vibe, and then they stick around. you know or if you don't like the vibes, you move on. you know so yeah, I was chatting with this guy. you know so one thing, when you stream, you just need to be positive. Okay, just bring in good vibes. Okay, so yeah, that's what was happening, to the stream. So yeah, I was chatting with this guy. We were just laughing and stuff like that, and then I started talking. And then he started mentioning something. Like, we were talking about the states, and I told him I'm from South Africa, and then we just back and forth. I was talking about states, talking about South Africa. And then he started saying like, "Hey, bro, you should move over here." You know, I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah, move over here, get a job and stuff like that, or get you a job, and stuff like that. And I thought it was joking though. It's like, okay, because normally, like some of the chat, they just troll. So I just play along, whatever. you know so yeah, I was like, oh yeah, just talking. Yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, if you move here, get you a job, bro. Just work over here. You're gonna make tons of money and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. So I'm just going with whatever, because you know that's how it goes. Yeah. you know and bro started mentioning some stuff. you know and then I was trying to brush it off, like, yo, man, like, even if like I would come over there, the thing is, I don't have like money to buy like a plane ticket. Okay. And then bro started telling me about his company. Okay, he started telling me about his company. He's like, no, don't worry. you know we can take care of that. My company, we can take care of that. you know we can take care of the plane ticket. you know and I was like, whoa, what? Yo, is bro serious? And it's like, even when you're here, we can take care of the what do you call this, reservation or accommodation, whatever. And I was like, whoa. you know it's like, when you get here, all you have to do, we're gonna help you out, you know for until you can be stable, and then you can just be on your own. you know you can just experience the life. I was like, whoa, I just froze there, for like, I don't know for how long, but I froze. Like, whoa, is bro serious? I was like, huh? Yeah. It's like, man, what? Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie though, like, it was good to be true. You know, it was too good to be true. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it was too good to be true. You know, so like like free stuff. Everything is free. You know, a free plane ticket to the US to work in the US. That's just too good to be true. You know, like with everything that's happening in the world right now, you know, it makes you think like you can't trust anything, bro. You know, I can't just be like, wow, really? Oh, okay. Oh, let me start. You know, oh, you know, sometimes you need to think it through. Sometimes you can just reject because, you know, it was just too good to be true, you know. And I believe that nothing is for free, you know. Even if someone is trying to help, you know, that is appreciated so much, you know. Grateful for that. I thank, bro, grateful for that. But you know, like I had to reject, you know, because it was too good to be true, you know. It was just too good to be true, you know, with everything that's happening in the world, you know, like human trafficking, you know. You don't know. You don't know. I'm not saying that, bro, might do that. No, I'm not saying that. You know, you just have to be careful. You just rather play safe than sorry. Yeah, you just rather play safe than sorry, because you know, once you get yourself into some trouble, there might be not a way to come back from that, you know. And I don't really know anyone from the States rather than the person, you know, that I spoke to, you know. So yeah, I had to um humbly decline. I had to, bro. I had to humbly decline the offer that I was offered to go to the States, you know. Man, it sounds good to be true, bro. Like, yes, I will go to the States. My days, you know. Hey, man. Damn. And everything is being paid for. All you have to do is just to bring your ass there. Did I make a bad decision? Huh? I didn't expect that, though. I didn't expect that, you know. I didn't expect that. But that proves, bro, like, you know, like if you keep pushing, you know, if you keep doing stuff, you know, if you keep pushing, doing stuff, you know, opportunities, they're just gonna reveal themselves, though, you know. If you keep pushing, doing things, you know, opportunities, they're gonna reveal themselves. And like, you like each and every person that you meet, you know, trying to be positive as much as you can, you know, because like you don't know who you're talking to, you know. You don't know who you're talking to. Try to be positive as much as you can, you know, because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know like that conversation where it might take you. You understand? You don't know where that conversation might take you. You know, conversations, they, you know, just for talking, you know, it might take you somewhere just for talking. It was just a conversation, but the conversation just, you know, took another level. So yeah, wow. I don't know if like I made a bad decision or a good decision, but yeah, you know, like I'm a person who thinks ahead. You know, I think ahead. I don't think now. I think ahead in the future, like if I do this, you know, what, you know, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? You know, you rather play safe than sorry, because when you, it will be too late by the time you just realize like, ah, oh my days, you know, you getting sold to the Chinese or to the whatever Indians, and you become a slave, you know, work for free. Oh my days. I'm not saying he's going to do that, you know. I'm not going to say he's going to do that. But in the world right now, that's what's happening, you know. That's what's happening. You're being recruited to be something else. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Other than that, everybody be safe. Take care of yourself, you know. Stay well. And if you're watching this, I want to say merci beaucoup. If you're watching this, I want to say merci beaucoup. If you don't know what that means, that's French. Yes, look it up. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah. All right. Everybody be good. And that is my story. Bye bye.